everyone, it's Lindenherz. Yeah, long time no see, or in this case, no hear. Shadow working kept me occupied the last week or weeks. I guess it's almost weeks, almost 2 weeks. Sorry. It costs a lot of energy and all the musings and contemplations and so on. So this is quite intense process, and at the same time in my private life there are also some turmoil going on, and I'm feeling at the moment that the high energies I had in December and also in January are now slowly fading away, and I have to find my way. But I expected that. It was totally unusual that the December was such an high energy month for me, because normally I'm at the end of my strength or energy by the end of the year. So this was totally unusual. So I tried to make the best of the time. Now that I'm claiming for myself to do my shadow work and to work on I'm not problems here in my private life, but some, like I said, some turmoil, some things that form some kind of synchronicity between my shadow work and the real life. So it triggers a lot of things and a lot of emotions inside of me. So bear with me. I will try to catch up on so many videos I want to make. So many ideas I have, and this one here, this video is a video I wanted to make long time, but finally I find the time, and I will present you a little cute deck I purchased last year actually, but I wasn't able to show it to you because this deck was a surprise. I bought it 2 times. It was a surprise to Rainfire Dreaming, who gifted me her Wild Unknown, and I searched for something for her, and I wasn't sure what to send as kind of an exchange. She didn't demand on an exchange. She gifted me the Wild Unknown, or she would have gifted me the Wild Unknown anyway, but I insisted, and I wanted to make a little joy. I wanted to find something special for her. And I knew she was a fan and is a fan of the art of Julia Jeffrey. So you can guess, maybe by seeing this picture here, this painting here, that it's the art of the artist who created the Terror of the Hidden Realm. And I stumbled over this deck through one of Almoon's videos, and funnily it was a video about the shop she's working in, Made on Earth. And in this video she showed the decks, the new decks that they had in the shop, and I saw this one, and I had to look very closely to get this title, and searched and found it finally, and was able to get it via, I guess it was Book Depository. I ordered it. These are the Dream Fairies. Some of you follow my Instagram, saw some random pictures I sometimes posted before I went to bed. These were my my drawings for the night, drawings for the coming days. And I will share with you how I use this deck. It's a bit different than the way it is described in the companion book. I read, to some degree, I read the companion book, and some things didn't resonate with me. That doesn't mean that it's not working, but it's at least not working for me. So I did it my own way, and I like it. I like it so far. So this is the dream fairies are related to the zodiac signs. So this is basically a very small deck, but it comes in this special box. And as you can see, this box has some extra thing going on here, because you can use it as a frame. You can put pictures of the fairies you draw in there, and you can put it on your nightstand and maybe dream of them. But this is really a nice feature, and this is a very sturdy box. This is a low Scorpio deck. Yeah, the cards I will share with you now. Whoops, it's not so easy around the tripod here. So these are the backings, which are gorgeous backings, really nice. They're quite, you see from the shape of it, it's not so easy to shuffle them, but in the end, yeah, you can randomly try to draw a card. I try to shuffle. It's possible. You can do it. It's yeah, you can also. I try to draw a card every now and then, but you also can choose the cards that you want to focus on consciously. That's actually, I guess, the kind of way you should work regarding to the guidebook. So I will share with you the guidebook, and as you might guess, this looks very chunky, but yeah, it's a low Scorpio after all, and you can guess a lot of different languages. Nonetheless, I try to figure out onto which kind of thing it is going here. No, there it is. This amount of pages is in English, and the rest is in other languages. And it's a stunning. It is. As I said, it is a bit. The usage is a bit. Maybe I will get used to it, but at the moment, like I told you, I use it in kind of a free form. It is suggested that you should focus on issues that are in your mind before you go to sleep. Something which maybe will occur the next day, some appointment, or maybe a test or whatever. And then you look through the cards, you look through the meanings of each of the fairies, and then you choose this card consciously and put it in the frame and put it on your nightstand, and then you sleep. And before you sleep, you muse over the gifts these fairy you draw is presenting to you. And when you're sleeping, or when you're awakening on, when you will awaken on the when you will awake on the other day, you try to remember your dreams, and then the book is you should use the book, because this book is giving you some of dream symbols, and then relate this or is relating relating these symbols. I'm really bad at my English today. So the book suggests symbols. You look up the symbol, you look up the fairy, and then you get an extra message. It's like you see, there is not a lot of pages here, so the symbols are quite few, and sometimes it's not so. I try to find it. Sometimes it's a bit strange suggestions they are giving you. I try to find an example here. If we dream about a house, And then you have the different fairies. So which one you pick, you choose. Let's take, for instance, you took the dream fairy called Joy. And then it says here, intense dynamism, sorry if I murdered that, linked to the home. The ideal time to make this place more technological. It said the home is filled with happiness, a desire to invite people, throw parties and cook. Gratification linked to affection, a craving for cuddles. Some solution to your problem. Okay, I don't know what it is when you dream about a house and you have a test and the other day. This is like you hear here. It's not something I really tried out. Here we have if we dream about plants or flowers. So I try to find the different. If we dream about a dog, if we dream about a friend, and if we dream about the sea. If you dream about a thunderstorm, let's see what else. If we dream about the sun. So that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, round about 7 symbols. So I'm guessing we will all dream about more symbols and sometimes all symbols at once. So this was not my approach. My approach was more, the art is perfect. I love it. It's maybe quite interesting to work with it in company with the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. I could guess that, or could imagine that it's quite interesting maybe for those of you who are into astrology to work with these cards as significators. Here you see one. As significators. So this might be quite interesting. So my way of using the cards is more of just choosing a card unconsciously and then focus on the energy of this card for the next couple of days. And then when I'm feeling that I'm this sounds rude, when I'm done with the fairy, I move on to the next one. So this is at least it's interesting, but at the moment I'm not approaching the kind of symbolism usage of these cards in that way the book suggests. So it tells you a bit about the fairies. This is nice. So there are sayings from each of the fairies, and try to find out. There's a spread here, the fairy cross. Can tell you here the fairy cross. The first card is us in our dreams. The second card is how we make them come true. The third card is obstacles to be overcome. The fourth card is the advice of the fairies. And the fifth card is the direction our dreams will take. So a 5-card spread basically. And the twin fairies are, first card is the positive side of a situation that can be seen clearly, strong points to be developed. And the second card is the dark side of the same situation that cannot be seen. And it's quite lovely. There are the gifts of each fairy and what she's bringing to the table, so to speak. But I will now share with you the cards. I try to see if I can put them in here eventually. But I don't know if it's... Maybe not. But I will share with you how they are looking. But I want to at least tell you a bit about each of the fairies. And I guess I did... No, there's the first one. I mixed them up. 2 fairies with horns. And as you can see, it's a stunning card. It's Julia Jeffries. What else to say? So she's really a specialty about these cards are that when you put it in the light, they glow in the dark. Yeah, maybe not everyone's cup of tea, but the kind of glowing in the dark is very subtle, so it doesn't look creepy or so. And you have to hold them quite a long time in the light to see anything at all. So, but it's a stunning piece of art, and I love it. So here you can see the zodiac sign, and her name. And what gifts does she have? Maya's gifts are self-confidence, a joy of living, optimism, and desire for self-assertion. Assertion? Oh God. Sorry, I'm murdering the English language here. Self-assertion or assertion? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's my turn here to be terrible with foreign words. Maya is courageous. Nothing can beat her. And about the choice, must we face an important test? Maya runs to our aid with her enthusiasm and her verve. So there's a bit more to these fairies. There's a bit more to tell about, but maybe you want to purchase that deck so you can explore them further. So the next one here is this is to understand what is truly important to us. Astrid gives us the patience and willingness necessary to regenerate ourselves. And to give you an example, what is also told here about the fairy is Astrid is profoundly united with nature. She is the fairy of plants and animals, of calm and peace. Astrid knows that there is a time for everything and that this is the time for serenity and taking care of ourselves. So she is really beautiful. She reminds me a bit, her face reminds me a bit of Evangeline Lilly, the actress, so a tiny bit. So, the next one here is, this is Joy, the fairy of Gemini. And here it is said, Joy is always on the go and curious. She loves to travel, especially in her mind, because she knows that her thoughts and ideas represent a continuous challenge, something playful and, I have to turn the page, something playful and something crucial. Joy feels alive when she can reason about something new, play with ideas, concentrate on a brilliant conversation. And her gifts are happiness and intelligence, mental freedom and a sense of humor, and a critical spirit. Look at that. This looks gorgeous. It's looks like kind of fairy letters or something. This is really gorgeous. So the next one here. Haha, this is my fairy here. Lois, the fairy of Cancer. With this white kitten here. And the full moon, of course. Lois, the fairy of Cancer. Lois is the fairy of childhood and home. Memories, the past, her own roots are at the center of her life and her thoughts. Lois is certain that without deep roots we cannot face the world effectively, and that true strength lies in creativity and knowing how to follow our intuition. And here it is said, Lois encourages us not to live in reality alone, but to cultivate our dreams, to trust in others and love them, because we draw our life force from true affection. She's really gorgeous. And with the white kitty. So, and here we have Zelda, the fairy of Leo. This fairy is gifted with a particular charisma and shines like there's no room for shadows and pettiness. Yeah, she's gorgeous. It's really, Jeffries is a stunning artist. Here we have Alma, the fairy of Virgo. Alma is bound to today and here and now. This fairy cultivates the garden, cleans the house, and worries about everything being in its place. The exterior in the mirror of the interior, outside and inside, coincide. For this reason, Alma always tries to be impeccable and up to snuff. And it is said here, this fairy can help us have a good relationship with daily issues like routine work. Yeah, Surely, Alma, you can help me with that. Oh, look at that. This looks delicious. Yeah. Oh, here. Kind of library fairy. And the glasses are gorgeous here. Wonder how she would look with the glasses on. What fairy do we have in works of art, in her relationship with others, whether for friendship, love, or work? Impatiently, sorry, I'm really bad with words. Impartiality? Oh gosh, sorry. Learning new words here every day. Impartiality and wisdom are necessary values for Zoe, because this fairy toils in the world until peace is triumphant. So I will give you the word so you can see it. This was the word I murdered here. Impartiality? Yeah. Her dog looks a bit more friendlier. And yeah, this is also, yeah. So this one here, it's not so much of my favorite pictures here. Her name is, her name is Lilium, the fairy of Sagittarius. Lilium loves freedom more than anything else in the world. Sharper than a diamond, and it is impossible to deceive her. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There she has the diamond. And yeah, new and difficult. Cora helps us by granting us discipline. Cora reminds us that we need moments of solitude and gives us look, we have Ariel, the fairy of Aquarius. Ariel is fascinated by everything that is new and eccentric. She loves being surrounded by friends, especially if they are bizarre and nothing like her. She lives in the certainty that this world is a fantastic place, but that it can always be improved upon, and for this reason she passionately fights for all the causes she believes in. Her gifts are nonconformism, a thirst for innovation, a lack of profound empathy that binds us to all other living beings. Chloe is an artist and nourishes profound trust in the transforming capacity of creativity. That's with lism at the end. I stumbled over. Rationalism. So again, Chloe helps us in all those situations where logic and rationalism are useless, where we have no choice but to learn to use. So these were the dream fairies. I totally forget to tell you who did this, except for forgetting about that, and only think that it's a strange thing that sometimes only the author is on the cover. At first we see the image and then we read the words. So it's strange thing that some publishers are doing. So you can see it. Yeah. This is still an available deck. You can still purchase it. It was, I guess, some around, I don't know, maybe between $18 to $20 or so, or maybe a bit more. Depends where you will order it. But it's a nice deck, and like I said, maybe it's quite interesting to work with these and those here in conjunction with each other, especially when you try to use it as kind of significator, although it's a big significator card. The width, but you see it here. And they're looking like they're coming from the same realm here. So this was my walkthrough of this deck. I hope you will have a fantastic day or night, and we will see us hopefully sooner than the last time. I still have some decks to share with you. So sorry, I want to make an appropriate goodbye here. My camera died, so again, I wish you all the best. We will see you soon.